Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is a game Won the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by email match against Deaniks. He's a Japanese player, and for me this allied side. Now 30th December 41, 2 days left, the first year of the war. Slowly my coast watchers are reporting ships back. If I really care, this is other story. A Japanese submarine is here intercepting movements of troops. Unluckily, the ship is going down, but at least some of my crew or units are saved. So not a total disaster. This AG was yesterday attacked by Jakes. He was not able to save. Too strong fire damage. Next hit, but no explosion. I think we had the same story yesterday already. Still some Japanese subs here at Pearl Harbor. Maybe they won't try. And if you have enough torpedoes, you also get a hit with explosion sooner or later. So heavy damage on fire. But so far no sinking sound. The Japanese carriers are now in range of Auckland. Recon over Singapore, airstrikes at China, so nothing special. If I had an airbase and the aircraft and pilots in range, I would intercept them, but it's still too early for this kind of action. So my Chinese simply must handle the firework. And some Catalinas out of Cebu. Missing. No hit today. It's 2 APs. Would be nice to set them on fire. These airstrikes are more or less only to let Deaniks know I'm there, and that it maybe will force him to go around Cebu and Manila, or using only convoys with air cover. What will slow down his approach and movement? A lot of recon in the afternoon strike. This time I get one hit at least. But also flak damage on my Catalina. Only a bomb hit, no heavy damage, no real fire damage. And no air battle over Manila. Looks like the Japanese gave up to achieve or to clear up my skies, or the skies over Manila so far at least. Means I have time to repair the damage on the ground. And also repair the damage on my out of action fighters. Good, the Japanese attacking here again at the dot base. But I can hold once more. This time it's maybe a little more victory for me. Only disabled equipment for the Japanese, but yeah. But here more source is a stronger Japanese tank army attacking. I can barely hold, and disable enemy regiment, and also the enemy tank unit is disabled, but my losses are also something. And I'm not so sure if I can escape out of the hex in time. The enemy have still air power. And that was only a block force getting destroyed. I get it back in 30 days. Next bombardment here. I also try to move out, but because the Japanese are blocking the road to the source, I can only make a cross terrain movement, and that is a little slow. So I'm not so sure if I can escape fast enough. The assault division taking the dot base north of Nomaya. Nothing special here. And that was the turn. And I'm building up some bases, of course. Good. Then see you soon. So today there was no real air battle. The Japanese lost 2 airframes, for me only damage equipment. And I was able to damage 1 AP, but not critical. There was also another AK hit by a torpedo, but no sinking sound, so I lost 2 ships. It's okay, can happen. Nothing too crazy so far. Yeah, next time I can maybe talk about more of the statistics. So this is now the last day. The next coming day will be the last day of the year. So around Hawaii, nothing special. There are still submarines, but not too many, and they don't have any success. Similar to California. I don't really hunt enemy submarines. I make a standard training program and preparing my convoys. Ships are coming and going, mostly without any real issue. Canton Island, Pago Pago getting reinforcements, Suva get reinforcements. The enemy carrier fleet is now here, so today I get a detection. Simply because I don't really. No, because I don't really go for a Navy search. If I would make Navy search, I would run an enemy cap and losing my pilots, and New Zealand also don't have really anything useful early on in the war. Later on I can change this to maybe dive bombers or whatever I want to do here. But now I only train my pilots. So the dot base is lost and the Japanese are coming to Nomaya. This base will fall in 2-3 days, and nothing I can really do and stop this. I move some ships here to get early detection. These are more or less patrol boats. So if I know that there's enemy Navy search over this air task force, and I also know automatically that enemy carriers must be nearby. It's only, you can see there's also 1 ship. It's let me know where's the enemy carrier, and if where's the enemy carrier, I try to not to be, so I run away. I try to get my carrier in range of netting. Problem is that I really have only, I can choose with this light carrier only I one air wing more or less. So I use now this torpedo bomber. They can maybe use Navy bomb. They have only a range of 4, but this is maybe enough. So if I can catch this guys, whatever they are, I guess it's only simply amphibious assault group. If the enemy, if with this carrier here, that is too far away, so I can maybe get a strike out of this. Other group is here, so I don't know where I will go now, east or northeast. Hard to make a decision, but I'm out of range of my 7, maximum 8 range dive bomber from Port Moresby. And my submarines, I wasn't able to intercept them. I have here a cargo ship. That is a high risk operation, so I send only low level cargo ships to pick up here my really last subunit from my I think this is also then at the end you can recombine this all, and then you get an Australian regiment out of this. Nothing at around Darwin, nothing around East Borneo, quite so far. I was able to attack this air, or this task force. I score 1 hit, not enough to really stop them. But I can try to get 1 or 2 of my submarines maybe here from Makassar class Street blockade interception point. Maybe they can do something here. But Mark 14 torpedoes will not really help me. The Dutch submarine fleet is here together with some American fleet boats trying to collect passing toll if the Japanese trying to use this area with cargo ships or even warships, but not really so successful so far. Singapore, all looks normal. I was able to get at least 1 base force from Borneo in this area because it's really hard to get here any aviation support out. And well, the Japanese are also trying to cross here the river, so I fall back now with everything what I have to build up Rangoon. So you have 500 attack value. So the Japanese and the British are equally strong, and this would normally give me the advantage because this is at least at Rangoon double terrain. But in the long run, the Japanese will overpower me. And in China, nothing really happens. Small engagements. Here I can hold, here I can hold, here I lost. But this battle will be soon over because my units are with high disruption by airstrikes. This will not help me, that for sure. And here I try to run, but again, I cannot use the road to the source, so I must go cross country, and that is painfully slow because I also must keep combat mode. Or airstrikes and bombardments and anything like this will destroy too much of my equipment. The submarine fleets are all around Japan, they're trying their best, but of course, I will consume here so fast, so many torpedoes that I have very early to go back, or very often back to Midway, rearm, and then travel back. But at least I was able to sink 2-3 cargo ships so far. Something already for this short period of time we are at war. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.